소리 쳤어.
Are you representing? But I saw you, and I was using my
The Honorable National Commissioner, Secretary for the Commission, members of the civil society community. I am delighted to welcome you of the year. The centrality of this meeting focuses on ensuring that these elections are not just conducted, but that they are conducted with absolute integrity and transparency. Thank you very much. We all have blessings. Lady, a round of applause for him. Next is Professor Abdullahi Abdul Sawat. And to the immediate left of the Honorable Chairman is the Honorable. A round of applause, please. Next is the Honorable National Commissioner, steering two committees, and Voter Education Committee, Mr. Sam Olumekon Emenai. Please put your hands on the Justice Committee. A round of applause, please. Is Honorable National Commissioner in charge of Health and Welfare Committee. It is Professor Smith. I'd like to also recognize the presence of the Director General of the Electoral Events at this event today are the technical aides to the Honorable Chairman. We have Professor
meeting for the year 2025. It is therefore appropriate to start by wishing you a blissful new year and once again express the Commission's appreciation to you for responding to our invitation for these important consultative meetings with civil society organizations. You may recall that at our last meeting, held on the 31st of October 2024, we briefed you on our preparations for the Ondo State governorship election. It was our fourth and last regular quarterly meeting for the year. By now, many of you would have noticed that our meetings always come on the eve of elections or major electoral activities, and today's meeting is no exception. As you are aware, the Commission released the timetable and schedule of activities for the Anambra State governorship election on the 17th of October last year. As required by law, the notice of election was published on 13th November 2024. That is 360 days before the date fixed for the election, scheduled to hold on the 8th of November 2025. The next activity is the conduct of party primaries, which begins next month. All political parties interested in fielding candidates for the election shall commence their primaries on 20th March 2025 and end 3 weeks later on 10th April 2025. The Commission's preparations for the election is an item on the agenda for this meeting. Similarly, the Commission has released the timetable and schedule of activities for the area council election in the Federal Capital Territory, which is the only part of the country where INEC conducts local government elections. The election will hold on Saturday, 21st February 2026. As you are aware, the 4-year tenure of the 6 chairmen and 62 councillors will end next year. The last area council election was held on 12th February 2022. And as I've said repeatedly, that it is the only part of the country, the FCT, where INEC conducts local government elections. And it's the only part of the country where for local government elections or for local government administration, there has never been a caretaker committee. Elections are held regularly. And it is also the only part of the country where no single political party has won in all the 68 constituencies in local government election. The timetable for the election is already uploaded to our website. A hard copy is included in your folders for this meeting. And also included in your folders for this meeting is a complete list of constituencies in the FCT. All the 6 area council chairmen and all the 62 councillors. There are 62 wards in the FCT and 6 area councils. Each area council has 10 wards, except AMAC, which has 12, making a total of 62 wards and 62 constituencies for the election of councillors. Further details will be discussed at this meeting. I would like to urge civil society organizations to be as interested in party primaries as you are actively engaged in the monitoring of the secondary election conducted by INEC. After all, only the candidates nominated by the political parties are placed on the ballot for citizens to vote for on election day. From your monitoring reports as accredited election observers, you have consistently expressed concern over vote buying at polling units during elections. Some of you have made actionable recommendations on how to curtail the menace, which have been favorably considered by the Commission. It is time to cast your net wide by focusing on the incidence of delegate buying by aspirants during primaries. Some delegates openly boasted of how much money they made from aspirants during party primaries. You should intensify your advocacy in support of the practical steps taken by the relevant security agencies as well as the law enforcement agencies to tackle this diabolical practice. It is on this note that I once again welcome you to this meeting. I thank you and God bless.
Consultative meeting for civil society, and want to thank you for always opening the doors of INEC to meet with us and churn out relevant information that we need in our work of advocacy. The challenge that you have thrown to us is a challenge that we will have to approach from a multi-stakeholder perspective. The menace of vote buying, at the general elections, and that perpetuated by the politicians, will need the collective effort of not just civil society, but the security agencies and the media. And we will, as we have already started doing, continue to beam searchlights on the activities of politicians, their political parties, and their candidates in any elections. We want to implore INEC to, if possible, ensure that the level of preparedness that was put into organizing the Ondo election, that will up the ante for Anambra and give Nigerians the kind of elections that they look forward to. Thank you very much.